G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Yesterday I've been working on getting this lens well secured on the railing so I can rack the lens back and forth, and for means of racking it back and forth I decided to sit it on a little platform which sits nice and snug inside the railing, and I decided to use a car engine oil dipstick as the means of racking the lens back and forth. So basically the dipstick's well secured to the platform, and I simply just pull it forward and move it back. Works quite effectively. I could have went a bit further and make some sort of system where you got a rotary knob on the side and you roll the lens back and forth like on this Vidicon camera here, but I just don't have the right parts to do it. Well, I probably do, but yeah, it is a lot more challenging to do that. So I thought I'd just go for a less professional, easier method, so hence the dipstick and the platform. But it's effective enough, it'll get me started. Anyway, yeah, I'm quite happy the way it's turned out. And yeah, I can easily focus an image onto the Iconoscope camera's mosaic, which you can see here. I just rack the lens back and forth for focusing at variable distances wherever the subject is. At a far distance the lens will be closer to the tube, and at a closer distance the lens will be further away. I'll just demonstrate this by sticking a light globe switched on near the lens at close range. I mean, I can focus objects up to in close range up to about, or down to about 55 centimeters away from the tube. Now I've just got to switch on me light, switch on the power, switch on the light. So here I've got the lens further away for close focusing. Got the lens positioned roughly about 55 centimeters away from the camera. And as you can see the light globe focused onto the paper region where the Iconoscope tube's mosaic is situated. So that's actually quite good. So I've got a good focal range from 55 centimeters up to infinite distance. I'm quite happy about that. I have discovered one problem with having like two magnifying glass lenses. The picture focus is just covers a bit too much area. So like it covers all the way down about there somewhere up to the top there, and because it's not as concentrated into a smaller area, the image is less bright than it would be if it was concentrated on a much smaller area. And given the fact that the Iconoscope tubes are not very sensitive, particularly in lower light, I'll probably be lucky to get a rather dim picture. But hopefully I might be wrong on that one. But if so, it'll just mean I have to change the lens, make another lens that's more efficient and will concentrate the projected image onto, say, about that much area. Well, about, say, 8 centimeters by 8 centimeters is pretty much what I'll be aiming for, because the Iconoscope mosaic's 78mm by 57mm, and 80 centimeters by 80 centimeters will just cover it, and concentrate the image nice and brightly. Anyway, that's why I initially used free lenses, which, you know, concentrate the image onto a smaller area, but free lenses cause other problems like less focal distance from the tube to be able to focus far objects, and also the fact that the middle lens kept fogging up on the inside. Anyway, this lens will have to do for now until I actually get the whole camera built and have the Iconoscope tube making pictures. Then I'll decide whether I need a more efficient lens or not. Another problem too with the fact that it's focused the image on a wider area is the fact I'm going to have less viewing angle. So I have to stand, you know, some considerable distance away from the camera for a head and shoulders shot. Probably I have to stand at the garage door for a head and shoulders shot, I believe. That was the kind of problem I was having with this Concord Vidicon camera. Well, for a decent head and shoulders shot, I had to stand some considerable distance away when I was using the lens that came with it, because that's kind of got a narrow angle of view. Anyway, this camera's come along very nicely, and I'm very happy about that. I'm quite happy with how this actually turned out. Of course, when I'm behind the camera and look in the viewfinder, it's going to probably be a bit of a bitch to, you know, reach out and rack the lens back and forth, but I'd probably be, in general, not needing to really do that too much. I'll probably just do general, you know, shots at fixed distances and so forth. If I was to use it outside, I'd be having it on infinite focus. Anyway, it's pretty much about it with the current progress. And also, I do have to mention, I now have gotten a hold of a Plumicon tube preamp circuit schematic, or preamp and video. Well, I actually got the whole service manual for an early 70s Philips Plumicon tube color camera, so I now have circuit diagrams for the preamp and head amp for the camera to be used as the head amp for the Iconoscope camera. So I'm very happy about that. Plus, I also got an original 1930s Emitron head amp circuit as well for the Emitron Iconoscope tube. So yeah, that's a bonus. Found them both on the British TV Camera Museum site. A wealth of knowledge when it comes to old broadcast cameras. So yeah, everything's slowly coming together, and I really hope to make this Iconoscope camera a success. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.